my time again because
well, then, so
the
what kind of
question about
process is this? They get to ask questions and you don't get to answer?
It's my time. The question
I don't know
about
about you. Why
corruption
is it my
is really
time?
important.
So why am I
because
here if I don't
you
get to answer your
can't call
questions
out
or your defamatory statements?
Reclaiming my time.
Bro, get rid of her.
I want you to, but I want to reclaim. Well, do I get time?
She's
Because you
terrible
make
at
these
this.
defamatory
Mr. Chair.
statements and no one can talk here.
They just accused Rubio of corruption over Venezuela money. But then he laid out the account trail.
Mr. Secretary, 5 months ago, you essentially became the new overlord of Venezuela, taking control of the country's oil revenues and giving foreign companies access to its oil and minerals. But you have provided no real transparency about where the money is going and who is benefiting from this arrangement.
Guys, look how they're setting the question
I want to now
up.
talk a little bit about Mauricio Claver-Carrón. So, Mr. Secretary, you've known Mr. Claver-Carrón for many years, correct?
I don't know how many years, but sure.
Okay. We know that he was special envoy to Latin America. He's also a former lobbyist who supported your presidential campaign, I think in 2016. And now he runs a private equity firm that is seeking $1 billion in investments in Latin America. Apparently, he is seen as your right-hand man on Venezuela, but he's not a federal employee, and he's not bound by rules about financial disclosures or conflict of interest. According to the Washington Post, he acts like a kingmaker in Venezuela, helping to determine which private companies get contracts and access. And that's concerning because in January, you gave confidential licenses for Venezuelan oil to a company that had been charged with bribery by the Department of Justice and employs a trader who gave $6 million to Trump's campaign. Some have said that Mauricio is the Jared Kushner of Latin America, but Mauricio has said that Jared Kushner is the Mauricio of the Middle East. So who is Mauricio, and why is he riding on private jets to Caracas with executives from firms trying to get contracts? And why is he texting Delcy Rodriguez on the regular? Who is he working for?
Okay.
I'm going to allow you to respond. I'm setting this up because it looks unseemly that essentially you are taking Venezuelan oil money and sending it through a network of campaign donors, corrupt politicians, and lobbyists, and we can't get any documentation on that. We don't have any receipts. So the question is anyone from the administration, directly or indirectly, benefiting from the contracts being doled out in Venezuela?
Is this where I get to answer?
Yes.
Okay,
Right.
perfect. Number one is the number of people. Mauricio is one of many people that are involved in what's happening in Venezuela. There's not a day that goes by that we don't have someone who's interested in what's happening in Venezuela for a variety of reasons. Nor is he the only person in the United States that directly contacts Delcy Rodriguez and others. There is a stampede of people that want to be involved in Venezuela. Mauricio is one of many, but by the way, not involved in Venezuela. I am not knowledgeable or know of any financial links he has to anybody in Venezuela.
So I'm going to reclaim my time, Mr. Secretary,
Well,
but I'm
but-
glad that you said that.
Guys,
because you have said these things,
can't
you
be
have
real.
shared these talking points before.
They're not talking points, they're the
But it is
truth.
hard to take your word for it when this is the most corrupt administration in American history.
So she's coming into the conversation with a base of inherent hatred, for the most part, for him and anyone that associates with him in any means. That's it here. So I'm not sure exactly how much of what she has to say, truthfully, to what we're encountering here is valuable in the first place. But let's continue here.
Well, that's
We're
your
talking
opinion.
pardons for sale. We're talking about no-bid contracts to those on Trump's family and friends plan. We're talking about a $1.8 billion slush fund. And I think that's corruption. The American people think that's corruption. They want to know if you think that's corruption.
Okay. Number two, this goes right to the point of transparency. You're absolutely wrong about the way the money flows. It's pretty straightforward, and I'll share.
So I'm going to have to reclaim my time again because
well, then,
the
so what kind of
question about
process is this? They get to ask questions and you don't get to answer?
It's my time. The question
I don't know
about
about you. Why
corruption
is it
is
my
really
time?
important.
So why am I
because
here if I don't
you
get to answer
can't
your
call
questions
out-
or your defamatory
I'm
statements?
reclaiming my time.
Bro, get rid of her.
I want
Chair.
you to, but I want to reclaim. Well, do I get time?
She's
Because you
terrible
make
at
these
this.
defamatory
Mr. Chair.
statements and no one can talk here.
If
This
you
is crazy.
can't call out corruption in this country,
That's the left.
then how can you call it out in another
I can't say
country?
anything 'cause you
That
won't
is
let me
the
speak.
question. It is about credibility and your credibility. And your credibility meter is on empty right now. This
See,
oil.
listen,
Yours
these
is
guys
gone.
get to talk and I don't get to
Who
answer?
determines the
Yeah.
barrels of oil that
Those are the
get
rules.
sold? How
But you
many
won't
of
let
them?
me
At
answer your
what
question.
price
I have
does
an
it
answer
get
for your
sold?
question.
Where is it going?
Oh, I get it.
will
They
let
have to
you.
use their time for me to answer
The
your
onus
question.
is on you to
joke.
prove that there is no corruption happening.
Well, how do I
That is
prove it if
your
you don't let me talk?
responsibility as the Secretary of State. And you know what? Normally we would have access to that data. That's the
You do.
transparency.
You just don't know where
but
to
you're
look.
not showing us any receipt. Well, then show us.
But
do you
you won't.
commit? Do you commit to coming back here with whoever the person is who is monitoring the sales of the oil? Bring them before this committee.
Can I
show the
reclaim my
receipts.
time?
Have the documentation. You don't have this time yet. I am talking about your credibility and evidence, not your talking
Guys.
points. Because talking
I would hate to be her husband, guys.
points are never a replacement for transparency
I agree,
and
but that's what you're saying. You're
documentation.
saying talking
And
points
we
without
have
an
not-
answer.
We are 5 months into this and no audits. Zero visibility into the
100%
contracts that are
false.
awarded.
100%
Zero
false.
Unfortunately,
transparency about where the
Representative
money
time has
is
expired.
going.
Representative
Good.
Salazar
Good.
is recognized.
Yes.
Right,
And giving
next.
contracts with no transparency
Can I
is
borrow your
exactly the
second
reason
answer?
why you shut down USAID. So practice what you preach. I yield my
Oh,
time.
she gets to scream now too? Scream
Chairman,
and
can we
shout.
take down her words?
I'll give you some time. I'll give
Yeah.
you some of my time. Let me just
Okay.
just
But God,
change
what
the
kind of thing
energy.
is this? What is this? You get asked questions for 5 minutes and you don't get time to answer. It's not a hearing.
I think you said clown
Like
show
a dunk
before.
tank.
I
What
don't,
is
I don't
this?
have
Yeah.
to tell you. I don't.
Clown show.
I'll
I've
give
even
you
used
ti-
their time. How can I answer the question? They don't even give me time. I've had to use their time to answer your questions.
Yes.
All right, whatever.
All right, so I don't need to tell you that in my community, the city that I represent, the city of Miami, you're one of the most illustrious representatives, and that we're very proud of you, not only the Cuban Americans, but the Hispanic Americans in my
Why is she
community.
leaving? I'm
So
going to answer her questions.
I will.
Oh,
She
she's
doesn't
going.
care.
Okay, I got it. Well, thank you for coming.
Guys.
All right, so we're going to talk about, I just want to give you time to answer and then talk about Venezuela and talk about Cuba.
This right here is an example of exactly how Washington, D.C. basically runs here. Like, imagine here, you get up with this ridiculously long diatribe, accusation, borderline defamation consistently throughout your 5-minute speech, while then asking questions but not truthfully wanting the answers, because you know these answers basically challenge your inherent worldview. And the fact that you're not willing at all right, as an elected official here, to have your worldview changed slightly with correct answers is absolutely frustrating, and tells me it is indicative of someone who honestly feels like they're the overlord of something. Let's just be completely honest here, all right? Like, that's the energy that I got exclusively from that woman that was just speaking there. That's it here. There's nothing more here. She had a point to prove. It was pretty much based on her ideology. She was talking to her base exclusively. Didn't care at all one single bit here about what the person she was accusing of these things had to basically say here. So again, how much of what she said should even be measured by anything? I'm gonna be honest, probably none of it. Right? If you're that baked into your legitimate echo chamber, then I'm not sure you should be in a position of power that has the ability to basically, control things in any meaningful manner here, guys. Ridiculous. Rubio handled his own here, guys. Clap it up for him in the comments, guys. You guys all have an absolutely amazing day. Enjoy your day thoroughly. If you guys are new here, please like and subscribe. And in the meantime, guys, I'll go ahead and catch you guys later.